Most people don't realize they're being manipulated because they're looking for lies. That's not where it starts. It starts with something called elicitation. Elicitation is the act of pulling information out of someone without them realizing they're giving it away. A manipulator doesn't interrogate you. They don't demand answers. They make it feel like a normal, even comforting conversation. They say things like, "Why do you think people treat you like that? You seem like someone who gives too much. What was the hardest part of your last relationship?" You answer because it feels safe. You feel heard. But what you're actually giving them is a map. Your fears, your guilt points, your emotional soft spots. Notice what they don't do. They don't reveal equal vulnerability. They don't place their weaknesses on the table. That imbalance is the signal. Healthy connection is mutual disclosure. Elicitation is one way. Once they know what affects you, the next tactic begins: frame control. Frame control is not about changing facts, it's about controlling how events are interpreted. You bring up something that bothered you. Instead of addressing it directly, they respond with, "That's not what I meant. You're misunderstanding. I'm surprised you'd see it that way." Suddenly, the discussion isn't about what happened, it's about whether you interpreted it correctly. This is where people get trapped, because you start doubting your own perception. You hesitate before trusting your feelings. You explain yourself more than necessary. You wait for their reaction before deciding how you feel. That delay is intentional. Frame control shifts authority away from your inner judgment and places it in their hands. You're no longer responding to reality, you're responding to their version of it. And then comes the most powerful tactic of all: intermittent reinforcement. This is how manipulators train behavior without force. When you agree, comply, or stay quiet, they're warm, attentive, affectionate. When you resist, question, or assert yourself, the warmth disappears. They don't yell, they don't explain, they withdraw. Your nervous system feels the loss before your mind understands it. So you adjust. You become more careful with your words. You avoid conflict. You give a little more than you planned. Not because you decided to, but because your body learned what restores connection. That's not a relationship. That's conditioning. And here's how you know it's manipulation. The moment you stop providing emotional value, attention, validation, agreement, their patience collapses. You're suddenly changed, difficult, not who you used to be. Because manipulators don't attach to people, they attach to control systems. Elicitation gives them information, frame control gives them authority, intermittent reinforcement gives them compliance. Once you can name these tactics, they lose their invisibility. And manipulation without invisibility doesn't survive. Because the moment you stop playing your role, the entire structure falls apart. Quietly.